What's up, guys? It's John with National Sports Entertainment, and I wanted to go into tonight's NBA games. I already went into the college games, if you didn't see that. So we have a lot of leg twos, so these are all going to be leg ones. The first one here, we got Wizards Knicks, and I do like the Wizards to cover the 5. If it moves to, say, 4.5, buying the 0.5 to 5 wouldn't hurt. They do love clips. But I like it because, like I said, I do think the Knicks are a playoff team. I don't think they're a pretender like the Pacers and some other teams. And I think the Wizards are actually a play-in team, and they're going to have to start flipping teams like the Pacers. So with the chance of an upset and taking the 5 points, a lot of public not being on Washington most likely, I like the Wizards here to cover the 5. On this one, we got, of course, Luka versus Trey is always going to be an interesting rivalry. And they might want to throw people off and have Luka win in Atlanta and Trey here win in Dallas, but both franchises are so behind these guys that I think it just makes sense that they win for their fans. So nothing fancy. I am going to buy it at 2, exactly 2. If it moves to 3, like I just don't like getting clipped by half, but I think they cover 15 to 28. Horrible against the spread. Hawks aren't much better, but they're still quite a bit better percentage wise. So for a couple reasons here, I do like Dallas. 2.5 is safe. Personally, I'm just getting it down to 2. Then we got Hornets, Rockets. I don't play 2 crappy teams. I just don't. I think there's just no point in doing it. What I will say is if I had to, I'd lean Rockets. I could see them getting a little bit of a run versus the Hornets. Even though the Hornets actually have more players, it's just because of the conferences they're in. And you never know. I don't see the Hornets getting much of a run this year. They've had the Rockets get some upsets. But anyway, I'm not playing that game. I'm not playing Cavs, Grizzlies either. Now, I am going to play the Heat Pelicans for the simple reason that, again, I think a lot of people are going to be on the Pelicans. I think they got to get the Heat some wins here. And I also think with the spread being 17 and 25, that it makes sense that it would be a good pick to take the Heat. So I'll take the 3.5. I think I'm not going to buy down on every game. On this one, I absolutely love Oklahoma City. I said before, I think for the West side, here's our play-in team. While they basically have the same record as the Blazers, I don't have them in the same category. I think the Blazers are going to wind up being a playoff team. I think they're going to go on a little bit of a run, whereas the Thunder are going to probably stick around 500 or below, and they'll be a play-in team. They'll be fighting with some teams for the play-in spot. And like I said, I think the Pacers are pretenders. I also noticed this can make them 23 and 23, which they love to do things like that. So I'm going to take the Thunder to cover here. Again, these are all leg ones. Clippers Jazz, I am not loving the game just because they can have either team win this game. Again, though, I think you have to start having your better teams establish themselves and your pretenders start falling off. We're more than halfway through the season. That being said, I like the Clippers here. I'll take them with the points. And I know a lot of people might be on them with the points, but with how inconsistent their lineup is, I think a lot of people might just stay away from it altogether. So it's not one that I see a ton of public on. So even though 6.5 is a little suspicious, I'm going to take the Clippers to cover that. And same here. Again, I know 10 points is a lot, but I really do think that the Nuggets are well established in this division. You got to get the Wolves, in my opinion, in that 7-8 play-in spot. They have too much money invested in that franchise for them just not to be a playoff team. So I think they improved to 23 and 23 maybe, so that it's a possible upset. But again, I'm just going to take them and take them at the 10. Then we got Kings and Lakers, and in games like this, I often go to the spread. You can see Lakers are actually not too bad against the spread compared to where they started this year. And honestly, I'm just going to go with the Kings. I think I said this many times, games where the Lakers theoretically should win, they're getting 2.5, so I could see people taking them. I think they're going to lose those games. The games where they should lose, where they're playing the Sixers or the Celtics, they'll probably win those games. I think they did beat the Celtics, actually. I can't remember. I know the Celtics lost 2 out of 3 when they went out west, and Bill had died. But yeah, I'm going to go with the Kings in this game. I'll lay the 2.5. And again, these are all leg ones. So you can see we have a lot of plays. I didn't want to rush through them, but I also want to get my finals video out, and we have a bunch of college plays too. But just to recap, Wizards cover, like Mavs to cover, not playing the next 2. And then I do like the Heat to cover, Thunder to cover, Clippers Jazz, again, don't love the game, but I am going to go with the Clippers in this case and take them with the points. And I'm going to take the Wolves with the points and the Kings with the points. So we got a decent bit of away teams, but not, just a cover. That doesn't mean they're all going to win. And there's times away teams hit a lot. And that's why we're not playing a couple games as well. So, there's none here that are jumping out. That's why I'm not making them leg twos. I like the college plays a little better for leg twos. But as far as for leg ones, I do like these games. So I'll be going into the finals, and we'll do a recap. After today, we'll have probably picked up a substantial bit of units between the leg twos, leg threes we have in play, and between these. And I'll be getting out there our NBA final picks as well. I had uploaded that on my old channel, and it all got wiped. So I thought I'll just do it again. It's fine. Nothing's changed. I have the exact same opinion. And I can say that my two teams that I had in the NBA Finals played each other yesterday. So maybe you'll know already if you just look at who played yesterday. But that'll be out later. So take care, everybody, and happy earnings.